So here I am. I thought, oh man, I'm screwed because the way this thing functions. Right now we're connected Bluetooth, and as you can see, I can control the volume. Well, the way I had this set up was it was plugged into the deck, which plugs it into a dock. Once this thing thinks it's docked, it locks you out of the volume control, which is the main thing I needed covering up the stereo. Because obviously I can't turn up the volume up and down via the stereo, and the wireless remote that comes with said stereo is infrared, needs line of sight. So once you put the tablet over it, you can't control it with the remote control anyway. Now I haven't tried that with the phone app, but either way, it's kind of a long way around the bush. Now I thought, oh man, I'm screwed, because I'll show you what happens here. If this thing will quit beeping at me, hopefully. And watch this. I'll pause this for a second. So this is on Bluetooth, but let's lock it into place. Oh yeah, it likes to take screenshots all the time. So now it's plugged in. It's probably gonna be way too loud. But you can see it's charging, so it's actually plugged into the dock. So that's weird. Weird. I wonder if we're still on Bluetooth audio. It's actually charging now though too. Usually when let me turn this copyrighted stuff off. Usually when I would plug it in and it would charge via the stereo, it would switch over to dock mode and lock me out of this. Let's see if it's locked out here. Nope, it's still on, so it must still be connected via Bluetooth somehow. Interesting. Maybe it's not a problem at all then. Maybe I just thought it was a problem, and I can still charge from here. Now, the other thing that I have found is I don't think that this deck is charging this at a rate that's good enough to keep a charge, if that makes any sense. Yes, it's charging, but as the display's on and I'm using it, I think it's draining the power slowly, draining the battery percentage lower and lower. Shut up, car. And that's what's happening. And so anyway, regardless, I've already ordered some higher powered, like 75 watt charging system for this. That way it's not going to be plugged into the deck at all. It's just going to operate on Bluetooth and have its own independent power source, which will free up the USB on the front of the deck if I need it. That's the plan. But yeah, I was so frustrated. I was having a problem because it kept locking me out of that. And my guess is, let's find out if I'm right. I bet I'm still connected to Bluetooth. Let's see. Like that and like that. Yeah, so it's still on Bluetooth audio. That's why it was allowing me to do so. That's interesting. Now let's see if we plug it back in, if it remains on Bluetooth audio or if it flips over to it being docked. I'm interested to see. Yes. Okay, I think it did. So there's the problem. So how was I able to have Bluetooth audio and it be docked or charging? And now it switched over to, yeah, USB number 1. So that's BS. That's not what I want. It's not the functionality I want. So it's going to have its own independent power source. It's just not going to work this way. So if you're thinking about doing this, you're probably going to need to do either your own steering wheel controls, because that's the other thing I was going to do, is implement my own steering wheel controls, but I was going to French them in somewhere else, probably in the center console, because this does have remote capability in the back for a steering wheel control device. And I was going to just install my own, even though this car didn't come with them, to have a volume control, since I don't have access to this when the pad's in there. So yes, this is ugly. I'm going to redo this. All this crap right here it's not up to my standards, so it's going to be redone. Plus I got a little bit of a glue spot here on the edge that's driving me nuts. So yeah, I still got a little bit of work to do. That's where we're at. I know I said in part 3 we're finished, but I ended up spending another full day of sanding and refinishing this thing and just getting it up to the current spec that you see now. There were so many pinholes, so many. I just couldn't, my OCD wouldn't let me get past it. You can actually see a little imperfection here too, just a little tiny one. I'll sand that out too when I go to redo all this suede again. But you know, the thing is, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing well. And so I want it to be chef's kiss. So, and right now it's not. It's almost there. But I think there'll be a part 5 of this. Strangely enough, I never planned on that, but here we are. Now, if this was me when I first started the channel, this would be an hour-long video and it'd just be one volume. But you're welcome. We're learning, we're growing here on the channel a little bit, little by little. And I hope you enjoyed the series, and I hope you're learning something from it, so that if you go to do your own mod, you're a little more educated than I was.